Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Wednesday, November the 13th. The year's 2024. Let's talk trading. Trading red news. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, risk management. Never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade. So, we had some red news today. And here on the M1 chart, you can see we had a big move up. Then it came almost down to the open. Then went back up into the wick zones. Then areas the short. So, you can look here. Right there, it failed to maintain that wick zone. Didn't make a higher high. You write it down. And then right here, once again, we're in that wick zone. Here, made a higher high, but then came out of it. Now, the thing is, this is where you can't be greedy. When you're starting to trade against candle color, and see here, this is M30. When you get your 1 or 2 pips, you take them. Then you can see here, we did the same thing. We're still in this wick zone area right here. So when price moved up, opened slightly above it, came down, you could re-enter. Once again, don't be greedy. And here, once again, price came up into it as it was falling down. Once again, you look left, you can see there was sells here. Then at the bottom, okay, we just had a new top of the hour H4. And then at the bottom, you can see here, once again, you look left, it looks like that resistance became support. Take the move up. Now, since you're with that green M30, you can stay in the trade a little bit longer. And this happens on all the time frames. So you can see right here, we're right at the M30 open, which is also the H4 open. And then right here again, you see here, there's that wick zone. Price came up, failed to make a new high. Well, it's just shorting that wick zone. Once again, going for just maybe a pip or two. So right now in real time, you can see it's trying to make a new high. It's failing. So we probably would want to short right there at the 54 level. But one of my higher high, lower low close indicator says to go long. The last touch was a 1 ball below, but we're close to this 1 ball, and it looks like price wants to go down. But once again, you can wait for a signal, maybe a flip-flop. You've got the 54 open there. We'll see what happens. 1 ball pushed in, price is pushing up. We switch over to the H4 chart. You can see we're in the, looks like we're going to get in the wick zone. We're in that wick zone. Have a big range bar here. Price might want to come back to that level. We got a 3 ball at the bottom. The day is green by about 15 pips. Take a look at the day. The telling one is the week right here. You can see here we're in that wick zone. right there, moving to the upside. Okay, now it looks like we're coming back down, back to this weekly chart just to show one thing. It starts to break these levels. That's what you're looking for now. One other thing to note, just for the fun of it, right here, what I like to call a launch pad, and you can see here how many times price has launched from that launch pad. And on news trade, on the news trade, I took a chance. Let me pause the video for just a sec. I just want to say on the news trade, I took a chance. This candle right here was pretty much red most of the time. And so right before the open, I went long, thinking they were going to do the old fake out. And I lucked up, and I wasn't messing around. I only got 13 pips. Had I waited, I could have had something like 20, almost 30 pips. But once again, can't be greedy, especially during news trade, because they will take that profit back so fast. Once again, price is in the launch pad. And you can see here the size of these M1 candles. Over the last 250. You can see there's some nice size here recently. So you can make your 1 or 2 pips almost every candle. And we just had a flip-flop box to the north. You can see here coming out of that wick zone area. And speaking of the wick zone area, we're getting ready to hit that M30 upper wick zone. So this was a nice big range bar. See if price come back up. It might take it another bar to get there. And this is a big range bar also. And you can see right now it's coming right down to that midpoint. A lot of times price will bounce there, and you've probably heard Walmart say that before. It'll take the trade off there. So now we're just playing this little range game between here and here. And so right here was the previous support area right there. So that might be a good place to go long if you wait for a signal, or we'll see if it'll make a new low and bounce. So right now we're in the launch pad, and we'll see if price wants to go up. Notice we've got red H4 at the moment. We've only got 40 pip range on the day, so price needs to expand. Take your pip or two right there. Notice this comes in live, so sometimes you might want to take the trade, but since this comes in live, it can always change if that candle closes below. But it's trading just like you saw it right there. That short signal came in, but you're in the middle of this range. No, you don't take trades in the middle of a range like that. You wait to the edge if you're looking for reversals or breakouts, of course. Everything everything is happening at the edge. So in fact, we could almost make a video. Everything happens at the edge. Okay, H4 needs to expand. We've only got a 10 pip range on the H4. So if we look at H4, 10 pips, it needs to expand. The question is, does it break out of the daily high or the daily low? And it's pretty much dead center right now. Needs to decide which way it wants to go. Looking at simple price action here, we're below the, I believe that's the M30 open, or is that the H1? Which one how do I have it set? H1. So you see here, it ran out of the launch pad by almost 2 pips right here at the psychological 50 line. I think it needs to come down to 45 just to wipe out any stops. Okay, you can see here it's failed those wicks. Here it comes back down. So once again, this was a target area. It couldn't stay above that highest wick. So there's a potential there to make about 3 or 4 pips. Now you can see here looking left, you're in that wick zone area. Again, the wicks, these M1 wick zones. And so right here, looking at the gauge, you can see so here, if you had shorted, if you did, and I called 45, but once again, taking these trades, you take your 1 or 2 pips because you can see it's oscillating right here. Flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip. So, and it's stuck in this range. So you get maybe closer to this edge right here. Once again, it failed. Now we've got to push up. Can it make a higher high? Can it break this high? Can it break into the previous M30 upper wick zone? Here we go. Got a 1 ball outside bar. Back down to that midpoint.